All right, let's see. Well, oh man, what did I do? I hate that. Just it makes me so mad. Why did it do that? What? No, see, All right. Anyway, so howdy. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to see everybody. Welcome to Randsanity, episode 259. Zeroing in on the 1 year mark of doing this. 1 year. Crazy, crazy shit. So we just got some normal stuff tonight. We're going to talk about, a flying pig, Josh Freese from X band, Manchester Orchestra, and a bunch of history stuff. Some births, some deaths, the usual things, nothing too crazy. We'll start off with the flying pig though, because I was like, wait, what? So this story comes out of China. A flying pig knocked out power to an entire village in China. The police say the farmer was suspected of flying the pig in a no-fly zone, no less. I was like, how does any of this happen? I mean, we've officially made the error when pigs fly, okay? I mean, we're there when pigs fly. And it's not Battersea Power Station, and it's not a Pink Floyd reference, which I was totally like, this has to be a Pink Floyd thing. But it's not. Okay, it's the actual headline that pigs fly. It's not a phrase that you're going to get asked for money. It's no. So in Southwest China, a farmer in Tongjiang County, Sichuan Province, tried to transport a pig to a slaughterhouse using a drone. The area is mountainous, roads are a hassle, and the farmer apparently decided the solution was aerial livestock delivery. I guess what turned it into a local legend almost immediately because of this. So during the flight, the drone's rope got tangled in a high voltage power line with a pig attached. The pig ended up suspended off the power line with the drone dangling for hours. The village ended up with no electricity for 10 hours, and the entire community got a candlelight experience because pigs fly. I was like, okay, that's kind of, absurd, a flying pig, but it actually happened. So you can see drones are really common in rural areas because, it's a long way to get to this mountainous vehicle to, get to the market with this guy's pig. And instead of driving, he figured, well, we'll give it a shot. Well, the pig got a brush with destiny. The farmer's in deep shit for this because it was a no-fly zone. He's going to get charged for the repairs. It was a couple $1,000s. The whole village was out of power. And this guy's in trouble with the authorities, which could include compensation for all of the expenses and losing his equipment. So the idea of when pigs fly still means the same thing. It's bad. And the shit's gone bad. So when pigs fly. I like that. Oh, shit. All right, now we'll get to some more music-y stuff because that was less music-y, but it was, again, I was like, come on, this has to be a Pink Floyd reference, right? No. When Pigs Fly. It was not the Battersea Power Station on the Pink Floyd album. So anyway, so Josh Freese, who is now the ex-drummer of the Foo Fighters, teases a tell-all after his sudden departure from the Foo Fighters. He says, I've got a lot to say. So it's been almost a year since Josh abruptly left the band, relieved his duties as Foo Fighters, and people have speculated about what maybe happened behind the scenes, but it took place in May of 25. So even Freese himself made a silly list of reasons why they let him go. Once whistled, my hero for a week solid on tour is definitely list fare. So regardless, the drummer didn't struggle with getting back on his feet. Eventually ended back with the Nine Inch Nails, started with Nine Inch Nails, went to the Foo Fighters, back with Nine Inch Nails. He left them in 2008. But it seems like Josh Freese wants to tell us exactly what went down during the Foo Fighters experience. In 26 February, just a couple of days ago, with an interview in Modern Drummer, I mean, because of course you have to have a magazine called Modern Drummer. He expressed how it felt like things got blown out of proportion pretty quickly. Due to the band's rabid popularity, certain comments he made were taken in ways he didn't intend them to be. Consequently, Freeze has been mulling over how he wants to share exactly what went down in a big tell-all breakdown. We're going to have to get Oprah back on the circuit for this one, apparently. There are a few theories he has in mind, and he noted that things fell apart pretty quickly. The Foo Fighters were such a big mainstream band that everything I say gets taken out of context, reposted, and blown up out of proportion. Freeze explained, people created headlines from one quick, simple comment I made on a podcast not long ago. I've got to be careful about what I say about, but I've got a lot to say about it. And I've been just trying to figure out how to do it, when to do it, and how to go about really articulating it. I've had a couple of small theories as to why I was let go, Freeze added, but I can't really get into them right now. I did enjoy the 2 years I spent with those guys. However, they were good to me until they weren't. Ooh, until they weren't. Ultimately, Freeze loved Dave Grohl as the leader of the group. However, that's where the confusion truly set in for the percussionist. I enjoyed being around these guys, he said. They were generous and good to me, and that's what makes the whole thing even more of a mystery. I think I'm a pretty good read on people, but I didn't see this coming. All right, so I'll be interested to see what Josh Freeze has to say about that. Dave Grohl is a pretty well-liked, pretty respected cat. So, yes, right? Flamethrowers to burn stuff off of power lines. Well, maybe they burned the pig off the power line and, bacon fell out of the sky. It's raining bacon! I would be cool with it raining bacon. I mean, and from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Bacon! Right? That would be all right with me. I would totally dig flying bacon. Righteous bacon falling out of the heavens. I'm in. Sign me up. I'm there. I'm totally there. Right? Exactly. He drummed for Devo. I saw him drum for Devo as well. So he's got talent. So I don't know. We'll see what he has to say about this. About the whole, I'm just no longer in the band thing. I have no idea. So, all right, let's jump into a little history. Ray Charles in 1962 recorded I Can't Stop Loving You at United Studios in Hollywood, California. The tune would go on to top both the US and the UK charts and would be included on the LP Modern Sounds in Country Western Music. I didn't know Ray Charles was country western music. So, I don't know. Just, I can't stop loving you now, I'm skipping the Beatles tonight. I just don't want to deal with the Beatles. Thank you so much. Nat King Cole died in 1965. Did not realize he died that long ago. I know he had a bunch of singles and stuff, but I just know, when I fall in love, it will be forever. What song is that the intro to? Oh man. Oh fuck! Is it Love and Rockets that does that? That's like the intro to their song. So, his interview with Rick Pietro was great. He has terrific enthusiasm. Yeah, again, Josh Freese is a good cat. I don't know why they would ditch him. I don't know. So now I have to figure that out. When I fall in love, what song is that the intro to? I'm gonna have to look at that. When I Fall in Love intro. Because, yeah, it's definitely like a Love and Rockets song or something. Don't know. Not sure. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to skip Ringo Starr too because I just don't feel like doing the Beatles tonight. I'm just not doing it. Sly and the Family Stone started a 4-week run at #1 of the U.S. singles chart with Everyday People. Their first number one in 1969 on this day, February the 15th. Everyday People. That's a good song. I know that song. In 1975, on this day, Linda Ronstadt went on to number one in the U.S. singles chart with You're No Good. It was her only solo chart topper out of 12 other top 40 hits. Also on today, Ronstadt went to number one on the U.S. album chart with Heart Like a Wheel. What was that tongue twister? And I even read this earlier. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good. Let's see. Did you see that QFM turned 49 on Saturday? Really? No, I did not. I missed that one. I missed that they turned 49. You know, I mean, their music definitely sounds like it's 49. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, man, I got no hate. What am I going to say, you know? 1977, Glenn Matlock was fired as bass player from the Sex Pistols, being replaced by Sid Vicious, the punkest punk band ever. Matlock rejoined in the 90s when the Pistols reformed. Yeah, whatever. There's no such thing as a Sex Pistols without Sid Vicious. That was the whole point of it, damn it. In 1979, Saturday Night Fever soundtrack won Album of the Year, and the Bee Gees were named Best Pop Group and Best Arrangement for Voices for Staying Alive. Billy Joel's Just the Way You Are won Record and Song of the Year. Donna Summer's Last Dance won 2 Grammys, Best Female R&B Vocal and Best R&B Song. Last Dance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Saturday Night Fever. Mm-hmm. 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 Ooh, now this is... yeah, some of these are just cringy to read, all right? This one's cringy. I'm putting a warning out there, okay? Again, not me. This is cringe. 1988, Joe Elliott from Def Leppard. Joe Elliott referred to El Paso as the place with all those greasy Mexicans. What the fuck, bro? Def Leppard was forced to cancel a concert in El Paso after they received threats that the gig would be disrupted. I mean, yes, you're going to go ahead and disparage the people that live in a place you're about to go visit and expect it to be fine. Yeah, that would be 1988 before we knew the expression of FAFO, but it still existed. Fuck around and find out. It still happened back in 1988. Right? Exactly. I just think that's just ridiculous. Man, Def Leppard, what are you doing? I don't get that. That's just not cool at all. Oh, shit. You got to be like Rod Stewart here. Kelly Emberg, his ex-girlfriend, filed a $25 million lawsuit, palimony suit, no less, in Los Angeles. The couple lived together from 1985 to 1990. Okay, 5 years. 5 years. Stewart later said, instead of getting married again, I'm going to find a woman I don't like and just give her a house. Jesus, people. What? Rod Stewart. 1997, U2 went to number one on the UK singles chart with Discotheque, the band's third UK number one single and the opening track of their 1997 pop. The entire track was leaked onto the internet in December of 1996, forcing U2 to move their release date forward. The music video was set inside of a mirror ball and featured the band members dressed as members of the disco group The Village People. I did have to go find that video and watch it, and I was like, what the heck? That was like a little bizarre right there. Let's see. Brit Awards in 2006, Paul Weller. James Blunt won Best British Male Vocalist. Best Female went to KT Tunstall. Coldplay won Best British Album for X and Y and Best British Single for Speed of Sound. Kaiser Chiefs won Best Group and Best British Live Act. Nice. British Urban Act went to Lemur. British Breakthrough Act was Arctic Monkeys. Very nice. International Breakthrough Act won by Jack Johnson, with Madonna winning International Female Soloist. Green Day won International Group and Best International Album with American Idiot. And Outstanding Contribution Music went to Paul Weller. So that's all right. They got some good stuff there. I could go with that. That's not a horrible thing. Now, this one, again, I can't make some of this shit up because it's just too fucking ridiculous, okay? The dude himself, Chubby Checker, launched a $500,000 lawsuit against Hewlett Packard for including an app on its phone and tablets that was not only named after the 71-year-old musician, but measured a man's manhood based on his shoe size. The Chubby Checker. What? I did not find out the results of his lawsuit, but yeah, I don't know. Do you can you in fact claim that to be your thing? Oh shit, that's just too much. Just, I don't know. Taylor Swift, 2016 winners of the 58th annual Grammys held at Staples Center included Taylor Swift, who won 3 awards, Album of the Year for 1989, becoming the first female artist to win Album of the Year twice as main credited artist. Alabama Shakes also won 3 awards, including Best Alternative Music Album for Sound and Color. Ed Sheeran won 2, including Song of the Year for Thinking Out Loud. And Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk won for Record of the Year. And back to the Foo Fighters. 21, this was pre-Hawkins dying and Josh Freese entering. So they were number 1 in the UK with their 10th album, Medicine at Midnight. The album debuted at number 3 on the US Billboard chart. It is the final Foo Fighters studio album to feature Taylor Hawkins before his death the following year. So, right, yeah, he died in 22. So, yeah, I didn't even have to guess that. It was there. Right. There has to be a correlation between junk and shoes. Well, I was reading last night about your face. It was something that they were saying that if it's about your nose and your if your nose here is long, that you have a high sex drive. So this was from some sex doctor that it's something else to look for in apps, in photographs. As people are scanning, they can figure out what your sex drive is before you even know it by looking at it, looking at your face and seeing what your chin ratio to nose ratio is. So, I mean, if you're all scrunched up, I guess we've got a little shortness, you don't got a whole lot of sex drive. But if you got, the whole big nose and jaw thing, you got a big sex drive. That's what it said. I'm just telling you what I read. So, but I don't know, shoe junk size. I mean, hey, big hands, big shoes, big gloves, big hands, big feet, big gloves, big shoes, right? I don't know. I can palm a basketball. Just put it that way. Births and deaths. But before we get to births and deaths, just dropped, unfortunately. Manchester Orchestra drummer Tim Very dies at the age of 42. That was just announced. Manchester Orchestra drummer Tim Very has died. The Atlanta rock band announced the loss on social media yesterday, writing, "We've all been dreading sharing the news that we're still in absolute disbelief. No cause of death has been reported. Very was only 42. The son of a drummer, father very much, he picked up his own sticks for the first time as a teenager in Pensacola, Florida. Dave Grohl, more Foo Fighters references, was an early influence, and some of the very first songs Very learned came from Nirvana's catalog. I wasn't one of those guys that got to start playing when I was like 6 years old, got lessons out of the gate. He told the podcast Drummers on Drumming in 2022. It took me a little while to kind of find my identity. I instantly knew that this was something I was going to be doing for a long time. Very joined Manchester Orchestra in 2011, taking over for Jeremiah Edmond. Very played his first show with a band in London during the UK leg of their international tour in support of Simple Math. I threw up during it, he told after the press. The day after the performance, I can talk about it for hours, but I'll just say that it was always what I wanted to do, and these guys I've known for a long time is the best. Very to go on to become Manchester Orchestra's longest-serving drummer, appearing on the group's past 3 studio albums, 2014's Cope, 2017's A Black Mile to the Surface, and 2021's The Million Masks of God. The band shared their most recent EP, The Valley of Vision, in 2023, and are set to release a live album, Union Chapel, London, England, this March. Outside of his work with Manchester Orchestra, Very was also a seasoned session musician, producer, and co-founder of the Georgia production company Super Canoe. Tim was instantly likable and interacted with everyone he met with kindness and warmth. His laugh was infectious, and he immediately made friends, people, and invited and encouraged everyone. Manchester Orchestra's Andy Hull, Robert McDowell, and Andy Price said in a statement he had an undeniable light that was only matched by his dedication and his love for the craft that he was clearly put on earth to do. No words can do him justice. Please know, if you're someone who loved Tim, he loved you too. That's sad. I've met him a bunch of times. He was a really good cat, man. That's not bad. I mean, that's not good. That's bad. That sucks, man. He was nice. I did a fun interview with those guys down at Bonnaroo a few years back when they played. I did a random dice interview. Basically, I made a bunch of questions and had them pre-read and made them roll dice. And, so every interaction that had to roll the die, and then based on what the roll was, that was the questions. I have that interview somewhere. I'll have to re-release that. But that stinks. That's sad. Again, All right. Well, births on this day. Mike Avoy of the Kinks, drummer, is 82. John Helliwell of Supertramp, saxophone. Oh, man. Totally didn't see that coming. See, that's what happens. I don't pay attention. I got to go back here and turn the camera on. Again, when someone's ready to give me advice how to fix this camera, I'm happy to take it. We tried once. I couldn't get it to work, though. The advice, not the camera. Camera works fine. All right, so I'll start over again. So John Avoy of the Kinks is 82 today. John Helliwell of Supertramp, saxophone player, 81. David Brown of Santana, bass player, would be 79 today. He died in 00. Alistair Campbell of UB40, saw him this summer out in New Jersey, 67. Mickey Craig, DJ for Culture Club, 66. Brendan Small of Metalocalypse, yes, 51. If you've never seen Metalocalypse, go look for it on Adult Swim. It's awesome. It really is. The whole show is just ridiculous. This fictionary metal band, but at the same time, you can totally see all the shenanigans in real life. So it's definitely a good show. Metalocalypse on Adult Swim. Brandon Boyd, singer of Incubus, 50 years old today. Ronnie Vanucci Jr. of The Killers, drummer for The Killers, is also 50 years old today. Brooke Wakeman of Bad Religion and Avenged Sevenfold, 49 today. Andy Granducel, War on Drugs and The Violators, 47 today. Gary Clark Jr., 42. We've had Gary Clark in the station a couple times. Man, he's a good dude. He's a good dude, man. Just a good all-around cat and real good musician. Really love his stuff. Cesar Romero, who is the original Joker in Batman. Now, I know I talked about him recently, so I had to look. Yeah, he was born on January 1st. So he kind of falls in that 10%. You know, I guess it's been 45 days, so I don't know where that cutoff is. Is it a month or is it 2 weeks? But it's close. So he died close to his birthday. He would have been 119 today. He died in 94. Kevin McCartney, not the Speaker of the House dude, whatever he is. The actor, Kevin McCarthy, he was in UHF. He was also the guy in Body Snatchers, who, you know, the original Body Snatchers, where he's like, they're coming! Like when the pods are falling out of the thing at the end of the movie. He died in 2010. Alan Arbus, Dr. Sidney Friedman from MASH, would have been 108 today. He died in 13. Harvey Korman, Carol Burnett, Harvey Korman would have been 99 years old today. Blazing Saddles, High Anxiety. He was just in a bunch of that stuff. He was very funny. Harvey Korman died in 08. Yeah. Jane Seymour, 75. Live and Let died. She was in. She was also Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Matt Groening of The Simpsons and Futurama, 72 years old today. Let's see. Christopher McDonald. Shooter Gavin from Happy Gilmore, 71 years old today. And Chris Farley. Chris Farley, he would have been 62 years old today had he not made it. He died in 97. Can't believe he died that long ago. That's sad. Died on this day, Wally Cox, who was the voice of Underdog. He died at the age of 48. He looked like he was much older. I looked at a picture. I'm like, he just looked like, I was like, wow, okay. Maybe he had that, that old disease. Died in 73. Ethel Merman. She was in It's a Mad World. She died at 84 and 76. I haven't seen that movie forever. I remember seeing that like years ago. It's really a funny movie. I'm surprised someone hasn't remade that yet. It's definitely one of those movies that could be remade. Like today, it would fit into today's society really well. Maybe we'll have to find someone who wants to fund that. We can be in It's a Mad World. Because yes, it would actually be a good remake today for sure. McLean Stevenson, Henry Blake from MASH, another MASH reference, died at the age of 66 today in 1996. Kevin Smith, actor Kevin Smith, died at the age of 38. He fell off a prop tower, apparently. Oops. Yeah, that's what's it. Look out for not great. Raquel Welch. She died in 23 at the age of 82. And everyone knows Raquel Welch because of the picture. She had the stone thrown through her in I just totally blanked on the movie. Holy shit. Wow, it'll come back to me in a minute. Woo! Ray Evans, he made the song Mr. Ed. A horse is a horse, of course, unless you know it's a talking horse. And then Vanity. I know Vanity died. Vanity, she was Prince's protege. Nasty Girl, she died at 57. So who knew, man? Shawshank Redemption, that's it. Sorry. Now I who made Cringe Records? I don't know. And then you immediately go into Flying Pigs. Oh, shit. Right? I don't know. What are you going to say? Yes, but I can't believe that. Vanity. Who knew? It's crazy. Now, who did I make so angry here? Apparently I made this person very angry, who got all yelling at me here. Let's see. Who is this? Zai Zyspam. Sorry, Zyspam. Wasn't disparaging. That was not my goal. I was not disparaging. I was saying what the lead singer from Def Leppard said. I was not in agreement with at all. I get my head and go, what the fuck, man? Oh, shit. So let's see. Is this a leap year? It is, isn't it? I was trying to figure that the other day. I was like, wait a second. Is this a leap year? When? How do I know that? I got to look at the calendar, I guess. I was just wondering. I'm like, wait. This is, isn't it? 26? It's a leap year, isn't it? I'm almost sure it is. So, I mean, look at our calendars and let's find this out. Where the hell's the calendar app at? Calendar? No, it's not. But one place showed it as it. And I'm like, wait, it's not a leap. What is it? So I don't know. I'm confused now by all of this. I don't think it is. I think it only happens on the 4s, right? The 0s and the 4s. But I was looking at something that showed a leap year. And I'm like, wait, what? I don't know, man. I'm confused by all of this. What can I tell you? But I'm confused by a lot of things. That's how that works. So I did shoot a video today, and I will. Maybe I'll bring it tomorrow. I was going to edit it down a little bit. It's a little disheartening of a video. It's a walkthrough, so I'll explain it tomorrow if I actually post it up, and we can all be joyous about it together. No. What can I say? It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. Shit. Such is life, right? Such is life. Gotta make sure I have the correct camera. When I have the correct camera, that's very helpful. What can I say? All right. Well, it looks like it's just me now. Just me and you. It's all that's left. So, I'm just gonna bid everyone a fond farewell. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, share, watch, all that stuff. You know, it's Sunday. It's been a long week. I'm not ready for Monday to be here. If you're ready for Monday to be here, you are a better human than I am, because I am not ready for this week. Just not. It's going to be one of those. I can tell already. It is just going to be there. So, looking forward to it. So looking forward to it. Tomorrow's a holiday, though, too, isn't it? I think tomorrow's a President's Day or something. Isn't tomorrow a holiday? I think it is. I think tomorrow's it's something, isn't it? Tomorrow's President's Day, I believe, right? So banks are closed, no mail. That means that the garbage will be off a day. I don't know now. Now I'm confused. I'll figure it out, but I think it is. So if that's the case, then you can stay up late and go do something. It's Sunday Fun Day. And I'm just missing out on that. What can I say? All right. I'm going to go. Look, I did find this. Oh. Look. It's me. Cover a magazine. See? I didn't lie. I'm famous. All right. So there you go. Magazine cover. At least one of the ones I've been on. I've been on a few. But there's one. Have a great night. Have a great night. Time for me to go, apparently. I think tomorrow's President's Day, so have a nice day off if you get the day off. And I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. We'll do this again, but totally different. And we'll figure out more music stuff. Okay? Thank you. Grateful you were here. Look forward to seeing you again soon, friends. But as usual, it is time to, in fact, fade to black. Bye, Mr. Dumbass. See you later, friends.